sketch. All right. Let's see who's showing up. Not too many because it's a new channel with a small amount of subs. It's a beautiful day out. I'm sitting in the garage eating ice cream, of course. But I think I might want to go sit out on the porch and do this video. Right now, I'm just going to fiddle around and finish this ice cream till I see one person come in the chat. All right, one person. Hello, one person. And they came in and thumbs up right away. Now come in the chat and say hi. Or maybe you just shy. Are you shy? Just say hello. Pretty please with sugar on top. Oh, Lord. 2 people. Thumbs up. Come in the chat and say hi. Or y'all just want me to sit here and talk to myself. I am eating some ice cream. I'm almost done. Because I got some stuff to say. Daggone Kate Spade. I don't think her husband nor her daughter got a wink of sleep. Oh, Lord. I spent part of the night thinking about that whole Kate Spade situation. They released, I don't know if this was the entire suicide note or if there was more to it and they just took this one line out. But so far, what's being revealed in the press is that the note said B, which is what they called their daughter. You know I've always loved you. Do not feel guilty. It's not your fault. Ask Daddy. I don't know if that was just a part of the suicide note or if that's all she said. If it's part of the suicide note, I don't know why they would just take that part out and put it in the media. Now, if that's all that was written, I guess I can understand. But it sounds to me that Kate Spade committed suicide out of complete selfishness and the desire to get back at her husband. It's being reported that he was seeking a divorce. She did not want one. He was also seeking an apartment to move into. And I guess she did not want the family to separate. And for her to leave that message to B, you know I've always loved you. And as far as I can see, she adored her daughter, and her daughter adored her mommy. And so I just get the impression that Kate played off of the love and the strong admiration her daughter had for her. And it was almost like, if I kill myself, B will hate you for the rest of your life because I'm no longer here with you. And so Kate wanted to create a living hell for her husband. Now, the thing about it with B, B lived in the house with both of her parents. B, at the age of 13, was very well aware what was going on between her parents. And she has her own perception of things. Who knows what the conversation was like between Kate and B during tense or after tense moments between Kate and the father. You know, after an argument. Who knows if Kate was confident that B saw things the way Kate saw things, and therefore taking her life would, secure the fact that B would forever hate her father, and he would have to live with it. Talk about when love goes wrong, right? David Spade and Kate have been married for like 24 years. It was actually the two of them who started the Kate Spade business. Hey. Hey, London. I'm not exactly paying attention to the chat right now because I'm eating ice cream and I'm on a roll. Done with the ice cream. But yeah, they've been married for 24 years. They started the Kate Spade fashion line of pocketbooks and accessories and all that good stuff. I got it wrong. The way it was presented as if Coach bought Kate Spade New York from them for $2.4 million. But what actually happened, Kate Spade sold it to, I think, Liz Claiborne, or a part of it or something, and sold it for $33 million, and then Coach acquired it from whoever Kate Spade sold it to way back in 2007, I believe, for $2.4 billion. So Kate Spade actually did not sell it for $2.4 billion. Sold it for $33 million. That's a lot of money. Good enough. Shoot, $33 million and $2.4 million. Tell you the truth, both the same amount to me, in that it's just way too much money to have. So, either way, I thought about so many aspects of this tragic situation. And one of the aspects that was on my mind was about when love goes wrong. And you know, I'm criticized by assholes that, you know, I'm not married, and, you know, I've already been down that road before. But there's too many people who define themselves in marriage or in a relationship, or God forbid, in another person. And this is what we see going on with Kate Spade and her husband of 24 years. It's like she defined herself in him in the marriage. And that, as we can see, is extremely unhealthy. Society and idiots will tend to try to make women feel that, you know, something's wrong with you. It's your fault if you're not married. You know, back in the day, if you were 30 years old and hadn't been married, you were deemed as an old maid. And perhaps that was something that had been ingrained in Kate Spade. And no, she wasn't an old maid. She had a great husband, a great marriage for many years, a few years at least. I don't know how long before it went sour. But, you know, produced a child, had a phenomenal business. But she wrapped her identity in her husband. You can't love somebody more than you love yourself. You cannot love somebody to the point that you would hurt yourself for them. And people need to stop putting pressure on women, because everybody's not confident and secure, and everybody doesn't know how to march to the beat of their own damn drum. And you have some women who, you know, you've been married for 24 years and now you're looking at divorce. You're 55 years old. It got depressing for her. And tell you the truth, I wish she would have learned to have been excited about the divorce. And when I deal with women who are going through a divorce and they're depressed and all of that, there's a couple of times where I had just turned their whole attitude around when I say to them, you should be excited about getting a divorce. I mean, Elizabeth, you've known yourself, you know, as a teenager, as single Elizabeth, and then married Elizabeth, and then married Elizabeth with children, and now you're looking down the road at divorced Elizabeth. You're only 50. You're only 55. Your children are young adults out on their own. You should be excited about starting a new chapter in your life. Sky's the limit. You don't have to be locked up in this marriage, this relationship, this situation that has made you depressed, has driven you to drinking and drugs. You don't have to go down this route. It's the wrong route to travel down. You need to go down the path of excitement. You can come up with ideas. You have so many skills, you know. You can cook your ass off. That's one of your greatest skills. Everybody talks about your cooking. Why don't you start a new goal and embark on trying to open up a catering business, which might eventually lead to a restaurant. You said that was something you've always wanted to do, but you know you were married and the children. Well, now the children are young adults and they can help you embark on your endeavor. And now you don't have to deal with the stress of your husband and all the infidelity and all of that. Let the other women have him. It's all good, honey. What about the prospects of you dating again? And finding someone who appreciates you for you. Have fun with it. Date multiple guys. Dating don't mean fucking, but date. Go out for a drink, dinner, a movie, a play, or whatever. Create new friends, new memories, and travel. You got the finances to travel? Go take a cruise somewhere by yourself. Go by yourself. Meet new people. Or just go by yourself and become one with you again. Find Elizabeth and become friends with Elizabeth. Depend on Elizabeth, because Elizabeth is worth it. You're worth it. And they sit there and they say, you know, I never thought of it that way. All this time I've been in a doom and gloom and funk, depressed. Everything just, the future just looks so bleak and dark, but yeah. I got time to explore and cultivate Elizabeth, the divorced mother who's single again. That all actually sounds pretty damn good. Wow. Thank you. I'll be like, no problem, honey. It's all good in the hood. Anyway, I wish Kate could have got excited about being a divorcee. There's joy in being single. I don't know why people try to make it look like it's the worst thing. You're lonely. Being alone has nothing to do with being lonely. Those are two different things. Everybody doesn't like to be in a situation where they have to take in the consideration of somebody else's feelings and thoughts and opinions and suggestions. And what I mean by that is, hey, I do whatever the hell I want to do. I go where I want to go, when I want to go, how I want to go there. And I don't have to ask somebody, you know, if it's okay. Can I do this? Or, taking consideration, hey, I want to go and fuck up some money today. Well, I don't have to take in the consideration of someone else because, you know, maybe they need some money for something. That's just throwing an example out there. In other words, freedom is a beautiful thing. And it's not to say you don't have any freedom when you're married, but that's the word, compromise. You have to compromise. That's what I've been trying to get to. I don't really care to compromise. Ain't nobody got time for that. You spend time compromising with somebody, that's cutting in your time when you can be doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? So it ain't for everybody. When you're single, you don't have nobody to argue with but yourself. You argue with yourself, you're always right. It's a beautiful thing. But I could see myself having been married for some years and now the love is gone and the marriage is over and it's time for divorce. I would be excited. How long do I have to wait to sign on the dotted line? Can we do this shit like now? We gotta wait. God damn. I would be excited. I'm single. I can date. I can choose not to date. Whatever. Flirt. I love to flirt. I'm a big ass flirt. Not that being in a marriage would stop me from flirting anyway, or a relationship. That's just something that I do. I just flirt. Can't help it. Don't mean nothing. It's just like to flirt. But, go places with some friends, other friends who might be divorced or widowed or never married. Hey, let's plan a girls' trip. Go to Vegas for a week or the weekend or whatever. Do a lot of things. Get excited. Y'all, people have to understand and listen. When you grow up in the funeral business, it helps you to put life in its proper perspective. I'll say that again because somebody was calling in and I don't know if I got cut out or anything. But I'll say growing up in the funeral business allowed me to put life in its proper perspective. And at an early age, I've learned how to view life as an adventure. All the good things that have happened to me, all the unfortunate, unkind things that have happened to me, it's just all good. It's just all part of the adventure. They're all different chapters. You close one chapter and get excited about the next chapter and see what that's going to bring. All the adversity, the challenges, you accept them because they build you. They make you stronger. So when you get a few chapters down the road in your life and more adversity comes, it's not really an adversity. It's more like a pebble in your shoe that's annoying. and you look at that adversity as you pass it by and say, that was interesting. Wasn't that a trip? And you keep it moving and look forward to what else is going to come. And when you stand and look back over your life, you see that there were more blessings than adversity. And you just appreciate it all and embrace it all, because all of it makes up who you are today. Every bit of it. While you are alive, get busy living and keep on living. Ain't nobody got time to die. Because when it's over, it is finished. And that's that. Live, y'all. When adversity comes and it doesn't turn out your way, it ain't as bad as it looks. It really isn't. You can make it if you want to make it. And bigger than all of that, please learn how to not allow other people's issues affect you and become your issues. And on the flip side to that, learn how to not allow your issues to affect other people. I'm going to sign out like Jerry Springer and say, be good to yourselves. You're worth it. I'm going to the chat real quick. Lord, this nigga's back. Hey, View, how you doing? Do I think something is funny about it, View? Like in terms of the husband doing something homicidalish? You know what? I don't know. I don't sense that, but hey, who knows? I don't know these people. We are her only friend. Okay. No, she didn't make a deal for Billions, View. I made a mistake. That Coach bought, she sold the company, if I'm not mistaken, to Liz Claiborne way back when. I think 2007. And then Coach just bought it about a year ago from whoever she sold it to for $2.4 billion. So they did not buy it from Kate Spade for $2.4 billion. She had already sold it about 9 years ago. And she had been out of the scene. She had sold Kate Spade New York. So that's the brand. Another company owned it. She had been out of the industry, for the past 9 years, raising her daughter, because that's what she loved to do. And then she just embarked on a new line called Frances Valentine, named after her daughter. Daughter's name is Frances Beatrix Spade. They called her B, but okay. And so Frances Valentine was another line she was to embark on. I don't know if it's out or is about to come out. I don't know. But yeah. It was misreported initially that she sold her line last year for $2.4 billion. But no, she didn't get that money. She sold it to somebody else who then sold it to Coach who acquired it for $2.4 billion. Um, Ice cream. Yeah, I know, Bishop. Just a little bit. Yeah. All right, so I have finished reading the chat. There's something fishy about Bishop. I have banned him quite a few times, I noticed, on quite a few channels. I can't tell you what I have banned him for in the past, but just the fact that I have banned him, I banned him for good reason. He might very well be the person he's talking about. Anyway, this is about Kate Spade. Ask Daddy. Wow. You know, she really tried to do a number on that man, and I'm not saying he's innocent, by far. But I'm sure in therapy, they will have that daughter ask Daddy. And hopefully, Daddy gets some counseling with the same therapist before that ask Daddy moment happens, because she should ask Daddy in the presence of a therapist. And some sort of answer needs to be expressed where this child does not blame herself nor her father. And that's what I initially thought. But, you know, children are on the outside of their parents' relationship. They're standing on the outside looking in. And their perspective would be totally different than the perspective of each parent. And if you have one parent that's always trying to project their side of the story and influence the child to be more on their side, you know, if you're disingenuous and twisting shit around, you know, kids ain't stupid. Kids see who is who and what is what. So David Spade ought not lie to that child. David Spade ought to take responsibility for his actions and behavior, although it is not his fault that this woman killed herself. That's all on Kate. But don't try to present the situation as it really isn't, because B ain't stupid. And I don't even know neither one of y'all. I don't know B, but I can tell you from the experience of being a child, B ain't stupid. So just be honest. You don't know what Kate has said to B or told her. You know, you got some parents that, hey, hello.
I was going to get some pizza.
Go.
Thank you.
You don't know if you have some parents that share way too much intimate details with their children about their marriage.
Thank you.
Which ain't good. You got too many parents that sit there with their children and just tell them things about the other parent or about the relationship that children don't need to know. So you don't know what Kate has told her daughter. So you just be careful, and you be honest and you tell the truth. And let the chips fall where they may. Because at the end of the day, when you lay your head down on your pillow at night, the one thing you can say is that I told the truth. I was completely honest with my daughter. And that's all that really matters. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for stopping by. And get the fuck out the house. Bye.